It's weird. What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to talk about why I picked dentistry, my crazy ass journey to get into dental school, and my main take home messages for everyone out there that wants to be in dental school, and what you guys can expect from me in the future with this channel. So let's get started. So why dentistry? So when I was in high school, I knew that I wanted to be in the medical field because I love science, I love math, history, and English. They were interesting. Actually, lies. They were not interesting at all. I didn't like them. I didn't like learning them. I love science and I love math. So I knew I wanted to do something within the medical field, but I knew I didn't want to be a medical doctor. I was like, that's not me. That's not what I'm about. So I was like, okay, let me be a pharmacist. Yes, pharmacy. So I wanted to be a pharmacist for a long time. And then I realized being a pharmacist, you don't really interact with people as much as you would think. I like the daily interaction with people. Like, yes, you're helping people to a certain extent, but like I want that physical, like, I talk to you every day. I build up a relationship with my patients kind of thing. So I was like, what about dentistry? So I looked in dentistry. I'm like, this is dope. Like, I like it. I love taking care of my teeth. I love learning about teeth. My dentist was amazing and still is. I still go to the same dentist. I've been with him for like my whole life, literally. And the atmosphere he created, I just wanted to create that own atmosphere in my own practice one day. So I decided dentistry, and when I went to apply to school, that was where I was going. That was my direction. That was my goal in life, to become a dentist. Now let's get into undergrad. So my undergraduate school is UConn, University of Connecticut. Go Huskies, We're known for our basketball, the women's, the men. Yes, so I went to UConn starting freshman year, 2011. 2011. I went in as a chemistry major. Don't know why I did that, because chemistry at UConn is intense, it's crazy. I think they lost accreditation that year that I came in. Like, it was insane. So I knew I needed to change my major. I finished my freshman year still as a chemistry major. I was doing okay. Sophomore year hit and life hit hard. Like, I feel like everyone's sophomore year is rough. Either your freshman year is rough in undergrad or your sophomore year is rough. But it was for me, sophomore year was intense. I'm not getting the grades I thought I would usually get. Studying is not as easy as I thought it was going to be. Like, I carried my study habits from high school into undergrad, and I was like, foolish. Don't do that. I need to change my direction and figure out what I'm doing in my life, because the way I'm studying is clearly not working. I literally got grades from A to D. I don't think I got an F. If I did, I blocked it on my mind. Yeah, it was rough. So I decided to change my major because I knew that was the smart thing to do. I ended up changing my major to biology, and I got my BS in biology, and I did it in 4.5 years. So I think my junior year, I decided to take life seriously. That's when I became an RA, and I was cheering at the same time, and literally my life I had no time to fool around. I was either on duty, or I had practice, or I had a game. Like, I was focused. It was my best year ever when it comes to grades. My GPA was ridiculous. I loved it. I was organized. My life was together. I think that's what really hit that switch in my mind, that I need to get my life together if I really want to do dentistry. So senior year comes around, and I realize that I'm not going to graduate on time. So I need to figure out a plan how I can graduate on time and still have a decent GPA, because at that point, I knew I had to at least get a 3.0. So I worked hard, I retook some classes, and I figured out how to manage to graduate with at least one extra semester and obtain an average around a 3.0. So I graduated 2.99. Wasn't what I wanted to get, but you know, I could work with it. But at that point, I knew I had to figure out how the hell am I gonna get to dentistry with a 2.99 GPA and barely enough, just enough shadowing hours. So the next step was, how am I gonna get into dentistry, into dental school? I have a 2.99 GPA, average shadowing hours. I really wasn't deeply involved with the pre-dental society at UConn. So this was just, how am I going to make it there? How is it going to work? What do I need to do? And buckle down and do it. So I was able to link up with one of the pre-dental society leaders. He's the coolest person, Professor Abbott. If you went to UConn, you know Abbott. He teaches biology, basically like 101. You get that your freshman year. He's intense. It's at 8 a.m. He's sitting there yelling at you, talking about photosynthesis. Like, it is the craziest class I've ever taken. I actually dropped it and took it over this summer. That's another story. I actually dropped it, but whatever. He's actually the coolest person ever. People are really afraid of him, and he's actually really nice. So when I sat down and told him, hey, I have a 2.99 GPA. I didn't take my DATs yet, but I know I want to do dentistry. He looked at me and said, okay, fine. What you need to do is take the DATs and kill it. Literally kill the DATs. And I was like, okay. And he was like, and then after that, come back to me and we'll talk about what you should be doing next. So the year that I graduated in December, because I did the extra semester, I used that whole next semester up until May to study for the DATs. And when I studied, Like, I went to work, came back from work, studied, ate, slept, went to work, came back to work. Like, I literally had a pattern. I had a schedule. I was focused, and I made sure I killed the DATs. So come around August of that year, I took my DATs, and you know how you get this score immediately. So I was able to get a 20. And I was like, I'll take the 20. Because the average is like a 17 or like a 15 is like usually the first grade you get, first score. So I'm like, a 20, I'll take it. So then I went back to my mentor and I was like, what's up? So your girl got a 20. He's like, okay, we can work with that. So at that moment in time, I decided to just apply to dental school. And I knew it was really late because a lot of deadlines were in October. Some people's deadlines already passed. Like, this was literally August, September time. So I applied to every school that was, still open. I had him write my letter of recommendation. And I just put my application together, literally last minute. And I applied, and I just threw it out there to see what happened. If anyone pulls me, or at least I get feedback from schools. By the grace of God, I got more than feedback. So the next step of my life, I applied, but I did not get in, unfortunately. But I did hear back from a couple of schools basically telling me that your DAT scores are good, but you just need to work on your GPA. That was the main focus. I'm saying, okay, I knew this, but you try, you live, you learn. So by the grace of God, my aunt, she's amazing, was able to connect and reach out to one of her sorors and get me into a kind of a mentorship. So now I have like an amazing mentor. She's another Black woman in the same area that I live in. And she reached out to her alma mater, which is also one of the schools that I applied to, and was like, hey, I have an aspiring dentist. She applied. She just wants to know what she should be doing next to increase her chances of getting accepted. So through that, I was able to be connected to the director of the master's program that they have here at BU. So it's the program is called OHS, so Oral Health Sciences. You get your master's in Oral Health Sciences. It's a 1 to 2 year program. It's amazing. I was able to apply. I got in. I did the 1 year program. And after the 1 year, I applied to BU. NYU, Howard, and Tufts. And I got into BU immediately. December 1st was my acceptance date, and I'm here now. So through all of that, I was able to make it here. Now, this whole journey took me about 6 years because undergrad took 4. I had a year off, master's took a year, and then now I'm here. So yeah, that whole process took 6 years. So throughout the 6 years, I've definitely had moments where I'm just like, I can't do this. This is not for me. I need to find something else to do. I worked through retail, and I told myself, I was like, I cannot do this for the rest of my life. Like, being in retail sucks. So all of that in the 6-year journey that I had to dental school, the main things that I've taken from my experiences have been to, 1, never give up, 2, make a plan. Make a plan for yourself and stick to it and make it happen. In the beginning, I really didn't have a plan. I knew I wanted to be a dentist, but I didn't really take it seriously. But then once I really checked my head into life and realizing, like, I need to get my shit together, I said, you know what, I need to make a plan for myself. I need to figure out what I need to do, and I need to make it happen, which I did, which is probably one of the biggest reasons that I'm sitting here today. And confidence. You need to be confident in yourself that you can actually do it, because that confidence is going to back you up 100%, and it's going to get you to the point that you want to be in your life, and you're going to continue to grow with that confidence. And just faith. I think faith is a big part of life, at least a big part of my life. Having faith in myself and having faith in God, and just saying that He put me in this position in life for a reason. He placed people in my life for reasons that maybe I don't understand at the time, but in the near future, I definitely will. I can look back at a lot of people that I've met in my life, a lot of experience that I've had, and I realized that I've had learned from them, I've grown from them, and it's been an amazing process, and I wouldn't change it for the world. But yeah, this is my life. That's how I got to dental school. So that is my story. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely subscribe and comment any questions that you have, or comment any type of comment. Wow, comment any type of comment. Comment any type of content that you would like to see on the channel in the near future, and hopefully see more of me. Bye!